It's the final home game of 2022 for the Mass Wolves as they take on the Bennington Martens. We welcome you to the broadcast, everybody. I'm Stephen Earl. The Wolves are coming off their first victory in franchise history last week, a 108-96 victory over the New Hampshire Kings. And now we're looking to finish 2022 with a 3-2 record as they take on Bennington Martens in a back-to-back over the next couple weeks. They'll host the Martens here today. It's their home finale in 2022. And next week they'll go out to Bennington, Vermont and look to finish the season with a win and a 3-3 record. Meanwhile, Bennington's coming off a loss last night against the New York Hoop Dragons and have fallen under 500 for the first time this season and currently sit at a 4-5 record. So they'll be looking to get back to 500 with the win here today in New Bedford. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for one last time here in 2022, we are underway here in New Bedford, Massachusetts as Jules Tavares takes it and gets it out to number one. And I have to apologize right out the gate. Number one is not Tavon Basemore anymore. It's Charles Mitchell Tavares for three. Bang! Jules Tavares gets the Wolves on the board here first in New Bedford in their final home game of 2022. And now here come the Martens out of Bennington, Vermont. A good 2.5 hours away here from us here in New Bedford. And that's a turnover taken by Parker. Anthony Parker taking the turnover and to the basket. And no foul. A foul is called. The shot is no good. And another Anthony playing number two here for the Martens is Anthony Mitchell, who committed the turnover. So Anthony Parker will shoot 2 foul shots. First one up and off the mark, no good. So that was a 2-pointer for Jules Tavares. So it is 2-0 Wolves as of right now. And the second shot, Parker gets it to go. Now it is 3-0 Massachusetts Wolves. And again, we do apologize for the camera angles we cannot see on the other side of the court. And this one goes out of bounds on Tavares. Covering number 13, that is Tyrone Jenkins. Now inside, number 45, that's Heath Mason. And his shot is good. First point of the game for Heath Mason, 4-2 night score. By his right, it was Tavares to get a 3. Here's Tavares now with the ball. Tavares, another 3, can't get that one to go. And a rebound, oh, what a stellar play there for Charles Mitchell with the rebound. 6-2 and a turnover. And here's that Wolves defense. We saw them a few weeks ago against the 413 playing just like this. Dante Law, his first shot no good. We'll talk about Dante Law, the shot he made that everybody is talking about, including the Flight Brothers on Instagram. Shout out to them for sharing that. That layup for the Wolves, Bennington's good, and a turnover. Number 0, Juwan Malone with the first points there for the Martens. Second shot no good for Martens, and there comes Tavares inside to intercepted. Taken away by the Martens. And out, that's a 3. Can't get it to go. The 3 shot there, number 21, John Riles. Can't get it to go. Here's Law, again, Law, the shot heard around the world last week against the New Hampshire Kings. Everyone's seen that. Been viewed well over 40,000 times on social media, and that ball goes out of bounds. 6-4, you currently scored to Wolves. You can see on the top left of your screen. Wolves lead the Bennington Martens. This is the first of back-to-back matchups for these two teams. They'll meet again next week, December 18th, in Bennington, Vermont. We're at the 9.5 mark here in the first quarter. 6-4 your score. Bennington Martens and the Mass Wolves. And that shot, what was that? I don't know what that was. Here's Law with the ball. Law to Parker. Parker gets it to go. Good job there. Saving it for Dante Law. Saves that one, gets it out to Parker. And this one looks like Riles again, number 21. It is Riles. Inside to Mason. Mason back to Riles, who gets it to go. Lay it in is good for John Riles. 8-6. Now the Martens cheering for the defense, and there it is. Here's the defense they were just cheering for. Riles, basket blocked by Law, but her layup is good. For number 0, there's Malone again. We are tied at 8, just like that. Wolves got out to a hot start, but the Martens are bouncing back here. Here's Charles Mitchell. Had a nice game last week in their win against New Hampshire Kings. Mitchell for 3. No good. Taken by Malone. Here come the Martens, look for their first lead here early on. Layup. Malone gets it to go. And the first timeout is called by the Wolves. The Martens take a 10-8 lead. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Bennington currently on a 6-0 run here. They lead 10-8 with 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Stephen Hurd broadcasting this game from the Andre McCoy Recreation Center here in New Bedford, Massachusetts, home of the Wolves. The final home game of 2022. Lost shot up, no good. Too much power on that one. Rebounded by Mason, who loses it. Turnover. Tavares to the basket. Can't get it to go, but a foul is called. Tavares will go to the line, shoot two. Bennington still in a 6-0 run. They lead 10-8 still, but Tavares has a chance here to make this a 10-10 game with 2 foul shots. And now the ref signaling he's actually going to shoot 3 foul shots. So the Wolves with a chance here early on to take the lead back. They were up 8-4 at one point. 6-0 run currently by Bennington. And the first shot by Tavares up and good. Knocks it down. So now we're at a 10-9 game. Bennington coming off a loss last night, excuse me. This game being recorded on a Sunday. They played on a Saturday. Played the New York Hoop Dragons and ultimately fell in upstate New York. Second shot knocks it down. We are tied at 10. One more shot for Jules Tavares to give the Wolves the lead right back. These two teams will meet again next weekend in Bennington, Vermont to close out the 2022 season. 2022, the first half of the season, I'll just say that. Wolves will close out the first half of their season next week in Bennington, Vermont. So next week we'll be the first to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. But for right now, we get to an exciting game, 11-10, Wolves lead, and that shot up there, no good by Riles, layup, rebound by Anthony Mitchell. The rebound is good, and Bennington takes the lead right back. 7.5 left here, first quarter. And the foul, so it's a chance at a 3-point play here for Anthony Mitchell. Get to the Wolves 2023 schedule here in a little bit. And that foul shot, no good. So a 2-point play there for Anthony Mitchell. Law to Mitchell. Charles Mitchell. Tavares, 3, air ball. Try to get it back, couldn't get to it. Rebounded by the Martens. Here they come. And Malone almost loses it there. Gets it to Riles. Riles inside on Struthers. And Struthers is called for the foul. Adam Struthers did not play in the win last week against the New Hampshire Kings, but he is back here today with the Wolves as they look for their second win. And a chance to finish again to 3-3 to finish off 2022 with wins against the Martens here today and again next week. Shot up and good for John Riles. So 13-11 our score with 7:10 left here in the first quarter. Final home game of 2022 for the Mass Wolves. Next home game, January 8th, 2023, at the Wolves Den, as they take on the Bridgeport Kings. Tavares to Struthers, first time he touched the ball, and he's called for a foul. Foul on number 13, get you a name right here. And that is Tyrone Jenkins, number 13, called for the foul. So now an inbound here for Dante Law. Law to Mitchell. Back out to Law. Law out to Parker. Parker coming inside out to Tavares. And now Struthers has it. Struthers for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Martens. (14-11) your score. You can see here on the top of your screen. Riles the ball, excuse me, not Riles. 3 ball, no good, rebounded by Struthers, gets it back to Mitchell. Mitchell to Tavares to Parker. Parker going inside to the basket. Parker's shot is no good, and back come the Martens. And that ball goes over the head of Riles, and he cannot save it. He did not save the ball from going out of bounds, and now we have another whistle. So the ball goes back over to the Wolves. 14-11 still your score. There's 6:12 left here in this first quarter. And next home game for the Wolves, January 8th, 2023. Get you a little more here. There's Charles Mitchell with the ball. They'll host the Bridgeport Kings at the Wolves Den in Pembroke, Massachusetts. a couple more home games there in 2023. Struthers to the basket, blocked. Shot is blocked there by a team of Martens. Here they come. And a three. No good. Rebounded by Law. Law loses it and a foul. Ooh. And Mitchell takes a hit to the face. He seems to be all right. I'm going to zoom back out here. It's the best possible view we can. So we had a best view we can. Looks like 0.5. 0.47 and counting here. 14-11 Slater score. Three ball. Oh, in and out for Dante Law. Can't get it to go. He did not do well last week against the Kings shooting the three. But obviously he did great in the paint, as he always does. No three. Can't get that to go either. Rebounded by Parker for the Wolves. Here comes Tavares. Tavares made the first three of the game and a foul as Dante Law goes to the basket and they won't count. Ball goes back over to Bennington. So an offensive foul on Dante Law. Ball goes back to the Martens. Well, still have that 14-11 lead here in the first quarter. Ty John Gilmore now with the ball. Now to Riles. Inside to Mason, a foul on Struthers. Martens fell to under 500 for the first time this year. They are currently 4-5 on the year. They have played more games in the Northeast Division than any other team. Next closest is 7 by a few teams in the Northeast Division have played 7 games. Only the Martens have played 9. Mason over Struthers. Can't get it to go. And rebound by Parker. Here come the Wolves. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell out to Parker for three. And that looked like it might have been blocked, but a rebounded by Struthers. Corey Green out in the game. He can't get his shot to go. And rebounded by the Martens. Here they come. Comes Ramon for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tavares. They had quite the scoring drought here in the last couple minutes. Tavares' shot is blocked. Rebounded by Parker. Parker outside. Green, three, bang! Three ball for Corey Green. And the Wolves have tied this game at 14 with 4:23 in the first quarter. Out to Gilmore. Three ball. No, in and out. That shot by Malone, no good. Off his back foot, Corey Green for three. Oh my God. What a shot by Corey Green. Looked like he was going off his back foot. Another three for Riles. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Green. Green also had himself a game last week. He won't tell you that. He said he didn't want to see the film from last week's game, but he had a great game. Him and Charles Mitchell coming in clutch in their win against the Kings, their first win in franchise history last week. Here's Green now, out to Parker. Parker going for the three, and no good. Rebounded. The Martens, here's Riles, 3:27 left, 17-14. The Wolves have the lead. Nice three by Corey Green. Again, they had a great game last week again, their win against the Kings. And that one hits the top of the backboard, and now a turnover, gets it back, layup, gets it to go. And that is how you redeem yourself. Jawan Malone making it a 1-point game with 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Inside to Struthers. Struthers to the basket, off the rim. Rebounded by Parker. This shot no good, and a rebound by Bennington. Outside, back inside, and a layup by Mitchell, Anthony Mitchell, no good. Struthers. Trying to spin out of that one, couldn't do it. Back out to Mitchell, out to Green for three, bang! Another three for Corey Green. Green has 9 points here in the first. The Wolves lead by 4. So Corey Green taking over here again for the Wolves. He has 9 points here. Corey Green has 9 points here in the first quarter for the Wolves. The lead 20-16, and there's a three by Tavares. The shot was blocked. Rebounded by the Bennington. Here comes Riles with the ball. Riles almost loses it there, and a foul. Media timeout. That means we're taking a timeout here. We'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Corey Green with 9 points in the first quarter here for the Wolves. They lead 20-16 with 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Stephen are broadcasting this game for the Wolves here at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Last home game of 2022 for these Wolves, who are looking to finish their season with a 500 record. They're currently 1-3, but face the Martens. Here's another three for Green. Can't get it to go. Wolves looking to finish 3-3, back-to-backs here with the Martens here today, and then next weekend Bennington looking to finish the season, finish the calendar year, with a 3-3 record. And here's number 35. His shot no good. Number 35 here for the Martens is Demonte White. Demonte White, his shot no good, and an offensive foul. Looks like on White. And look who's back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jimmy Fritzen coming back for the Wolves. We'll zoom in here. It's a little better view. Here we go. We can zoom out a little more than that. And I guess we'll stay where we are. And the layup there by Mitchell's no good. I apologize for if you haven't actually watched the whole broadcast. We had a little trouble here with the camera, and the three ball there, no good for number 7. That is Terrence Squire. Accidentally ended the first part of the first quarter. I actually hit the home button on my camera. I lost that. I had to restart another video, so this will all go together, obviously. And the ball, Jimmy Fritzen. We had a great first game against Bennington, even though they lost by 58 points. Gets hit in the face, loses that ball, goes out of bounds on Wolves back to the Martens. John Gilmore with the ball. Final minute here, first quarter, 2016, so your score. Outside, 3, bang! And that's a 3 for John Lyles, making it a 1-point game. Fritzen. I got to Green. There's Green at the bottom of your screen. Inside to Shining Thomas, who gets it to go. Shining Thomas coming in for the Wolves. He was supposed to be part of the starting 5, but I guess he showed up a little late. 14 seconds left first quarter. 22-19. Inside. Foul. Offensive foul on White. Again, his second. So now the Wolves have a chance here to make the final shot here in the first quarter. Fritzen for 3. And they're going to wave it off. And a travel is called on Fritzen. So the ball go back over to the Martens with 2.6 left here in the first quarter. Fritzen, you heard what? That was Fritzen questioning the call. Here we go. 2.6 back on the clock. Shot at the end of the corner. No good. And that's it. End of 1 here in New Bedford. The Mass Wolves lead the Bennington Martens 22-19. We'll be right back in the second quarter. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Start of the second quarter, the Wolves lead the Bennington Martens 22-19. Stephen are broadcasting this game for the Wolves here at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford, Massachusetts. And a shot there by number 35, no good. Rebounded by Law. Number 35 once again. Demonte White has 2 fouls, no points. Not a great start for him here. And Fritzen almost loses it. Charles Mitchell gets it back. No, it's Corey Green, Green inside, layup, gets it to go, and the foul. So Corey Green now has 11 points here. He's 3 for 4 from the three-point line, and now he has a basket there. He has 11 points to lead the Wolves. And the foul shot is good. So 25-19, now your score. Bennington trailing. Inside, good shot there is the first points for White. 2 fouls, now 2 points. Outside to Fritzen to Green. Back out to Mitchell, who loses it. Goes on back to the other side of the court, comes back with it. Now he's going inside, and he's fouled. That was an obvious foul for the Martens. Martins sound like they're arguing about a fake flop there by Charles Mitchell, but you can see for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, that was not a fake flop. So now an inbound here for the Wolves. It's Law. No, it's Green, excuse me. That's Fritzen. I got to back and forth from Fritzen to Green. Now Fritzen inside to Law. Law to the basket. No good. Rebounded by White. DeMonte White, who almost gets it out to Gilmore, almost loses it inside to the basket and gets it to go. 25-23 now as we continue here in the second quarter. Mass Wolves and the Bennington Martens. That's a Green. 3-ball. Bang! Actually, it looks like he missed that 3. Excuse me. And another shot, rebound. Shot no good. And a turnover. Fritzen outside. 3-ball. Bang, bang, bang. And that is Charles Mitchell for 3. 29-23. Excuse me. 15. Let's hear in the first half. And a deep pass goes out of bounds. Martin's really starting to struggle here. The clock stops. Clock continuing. We're going to hit the 10-minute mark here in the first half. So Law's going to inbound here. We'll go to Fritzen. Cards, that's my finger. Lost my handheld tripod I usually record this on. So using my hands or use my camera. Anyway, Struthers up to Mitchell. Fritzen to Green. And here we go. And Maxwell's doing a great job passing the ball. Green for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Martens. Here comes Gilmore. Excuse me, that's Malone. Out to Riles. Riles double team now and stolen by Mitchell. Great job there by Charles Mitchell, who loses it himself, gets it back. Now going to the basket, has to get it outside to Fritzen. Fritzen for 3. Bang! And the foul! What a play there for the Wolves and Charles Mitchell. Jimmy Fritzen finishing it off with the 3. Score now should be 32-20. 32-23 in favor of the Mass Wolves. According to the scoreboard, reached 31-23, so I guess we'll go with that. Fritzen can make it 32-23 right here. This free foul shot is good. So now it is 32-23 in favor of the Wolves. 9 minutes left here in the first half. That's a 2-point shot, no good. Rebounded by the Wolves. Somebody's going for it. Aaron Williams now steps in for the first time. It's Fritzen spinning away. Layup, shooting up and knocking it down. An 11-point game, Wolves with their biggest lead here in the game thus far. And another turnover. Here comes Williams to the basket. Layup, no good. Gets his own rebound. Takes it back to Green. Out to Law. Inside to Struthers. Struthers inside. Gets it to go. It is a 36-23 game in favor of the Wolves. Again, looking for win number 2. 1 win away from being 500 to close out 2022. Let's reach the 8-minute mark here in the first half. 13-point lead for the Wolves. They found themselves down 13 twice last week against the Kings. This table of 2 games here for Massachusetts. And a foul is called. Media timeout. That's us. We'll take it with them. We're right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 13-point lead for the Wolves here. 7:53 left in the first half. Or the Bennington Martens looking for their second win in a row and the second of the year. Second in franchise history. So a lot of seconds here. But that shot by Malone is good. So now 11-point game. Here comes Fritzen with the ball. Then we haven't called yet. It's Taylor Carlson. He has not been in the game thus far. Here's a turnover by Law. Look at Carlson here a little bit maybe. And a block shot by Williams, but a foul is called. 7.5 left first half. 36-25 now your score. So foul was on Williams who blocked that shot. So Jamal Malone, will shoot 2 foul shots here. First shot up and no good. And there's Taylor Carlson. Now you see in number 3, right Right, put my finger here on the screen so you can see it. There he is. There's Taylor Carlson, excuse me. Taylor Carlson coming to the game for the first time here tonight. Williams out to Fritzen. Fritzen back out to Williams. Carlson for three. The shot was blocked. Rebounded by Williams. His shot goes in. No, that was a close one, but it goes in. And the Wolves back up by 13. And a turnover by Law inside to Williams. And now it is a 15-point game. Wolves lead by 15. And now this one goes out of bounds. It hits the backboard right there. That one went out of bounds, hit the backboard. So the struggles continue here for Bennington here in the first half. And now another whistle. You see the flashing red light coming on. Every ABA team is required to have that. Of course, the Wolves do, because the Wolves follow all league regulations. Carlson. That's a Law coming inside of the basket. Boom! There he is again. Dante Law with the slam. It's an 18-point game after that monster dunk by Dante Law. Still can't. And a whistle. That dunk can't compare to what we saw last week, though, against the Kings. Dante Law dunking that basketball. And you can go back on our social media, especially on our Instagram. We have over 5,000 people who watched that dunk with the famous quote, "That man has a family." I don't know who he dunked on, but we all saw that dunk. And we're saying we're live. I'm sorry, ref, we're not live. This is pre-recorded because, well, we know how live streams work. Check. Honestly, trying to say that they're live in the game, which, okay, yes, they are. 6:35 left. First half, 43-25, an 18-point lead. The Wolves have monstrous lead. Alley-oop. Oh, the alley-oop is blocked. What a play there by Struthers. Riles gets it back. His shot, no good. And rebounded by Law. Law to Fritzen. Fritzen back out to Law. And back out to Fritzen. And watch out there. Fritzen almost went out. Call for a backcourt violation. Fritzen for three. Gets it to go. 21-point lead for the Wolves here in the first half. What a dominant performance here in the first half, and that shot no good. Rebounded by Riles for the Martens. Everything has gone the Wolves' way here today. Thus far in the shot blocked by Struthers. Rebounded by Williams. Williams to Fritzen. Fritzen to Law. Law, three. No good. And here come the Martens. They get it back this time. What a dominant performance here in the first half by the Wolves. Have yet to see ball like this for the Wolves at all this year, despite getting the first win. And now 3 for Riles is good. Back in an 18-point game with 5.5 left here in the first half. Wolves absolutely dominating. Corey Green scoring 9 points in the first quarter. 3 for 4 from the 3 in the first quarter. Now currently 3 for 5. Fritzen gets that one to go. Good shot there by Fritzen. Back to an 18-point game. 20-point game, excuse me. And back out to Mason. Heath Mason, his shot, can't get it to go. Rebounded and touched by Struthers last. So out of bounds on the Wolves. Goes back over to Bennington. 4:49 left first half. 20-point game. Wolves, their most dominant performance all season long. Even in that win last week, they were down 13, not once but twice. And another shot blocked here by Law. Carlson to Fritzen. Fritzen, alley-oop to Law, gets it to go. No dunk there, but a successful alley-oop from almost, looked like more than half court actually, by Law. And a double team. And out of bounds, Wolves ball. So once again, the struggles continue for Bennington. And my finger gets in the way again, unintentionally. 4:30 left here in the first half. It is a 22-point game. Wolves is continuing to dominate this first half. Inside. Oh, the Law shot is blocked and a foul is called on Riles. So Law is going to shoot 2 foul shots. 4:17 left. We are 50-28. Biggest lead the Wolves have ever seen in their franchise history. Of course, very early on in the franchise history, but otherwise. First shot by Law, no good, and substitutions. Williams and Struthers step out. Corey Green comes in. He has 11 points here in the first half. 9 of those coming in the first quarter. And a second shot by Law is good. So 1 of 2 from the foul line. There's Dante Law. And out of bounds on Law. Law doesn't like the call. He says it was out of bounds on Riles, but the refs say ball goes back. We'll stay with Bennington. Riles back out to Gilmore. And a turnover, another one. Law, basket. Oh, what a block there by number 24. That is Elijah Morissette. First time I'm calling his name. He gets in there for the block, but he's called for the foul. So Dante Law is going to shoot 3 more foul shots with 4:03 left here in the first half. Wolves up by 23. Again, dominant second quarter all around by these Wolves team, but Corey Green taking over in the first half. 9 points, 3 for 4 from 3. Has 11 total here in this game thus far. He has taken over. And Law, second shot is up and good, so 1 more to go here for Dante Law. Now scoring out 53-28, 25-point game. And there you go. Timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:03 left first half. The Wolves lead 54-28. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 54-28. Mass Wolves lead the Bennington Martens. First matchup of 2 consecutive here for these two teams. Next week they'll meet in Bennington, Vermont, as the Wolves close out the 2022 calendar year. And another foul here, and obviously frustration now with the Martens, as the Wolves get the ball back with a 26-point lead here with 3:50 left here in the first half. And now goes to Corey Green from Aaron Williams. Williams to Carlson. Carlson outside of Struthers. Struthers back out to Green. Green to the basket. Shot up and off the back of the rim. Rebound by Struthers, though. Good job there by Aaron Struthers. Carlson with the ball. Carlson out to Law. Law for 3. Bang! What a shot there for Dante Law. It is a 29-point game. And another turnover. The Wolves has kicked. This is the most dominant we've ever seen the Wolves. Law, another 3. Bang! A 32-point game here in the first half. The most dominant quarter I've seen from the Wolves here thus far this season. They just continue to take apart these Bennington Martens. They're up by 32 points with 2:58 left here in the first half. We made the note earlier on the season that the Wolves gave up 100 points in each of their first 2 games. They finally scored 100 last week in their 108-96 victory over the New Hampshire Kings. They have 60 points here. We're not even in the end of the first half yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if these Wolves do not score 100 points here in this game. Take a shot for Riles, gets it up and gets it to go. 2:50 and it's 60-30. So Wolves now literally doubling up the Bennington Martens here in the first half. Law, another 3 for Law. He can't get it to go though. It would have been great if he had back-to-back threes. Kind of like Corey Green did in the first quarter. And here's Riles, loses it, and there's another turnover for the Martens. Struthers to Carlson, who almost and Carlson takes a little hit. And a foul on Bennington. .31 left here in the first half. 60-30. Wolves all over Bennington right now. Oh, a lot of highlights here for this game, ladies and gentlemen. That shot up no good. Rebound by Parker. There's going to be a lot of Wolves highlights because they have just done everything right. And ball remains with the Wolves. Goes out of bounds. Looks like one bounds at number 2. That is Anthony Mitchell. So Aaron Williams will inbound for the Wolves. 2:09 left here in the first half. Still 60-30. Parker looked like he's going to go for a 3. Decided against it last second. And Parker's shot is blocked by Mason. But the ball, and now they say it's out on Mason. Stays with the Wolves. Law inbounding. Out to Green. Corey Green inside of the basket. Oh, almost lost it there. Back out to Williams. His 2-point shot is no good. Rebounded by the Martens. They come again. And a layup there for Riles is good. The first time all game the Wolves have let something happen there, and that was something else. Parker, 3, bang! A 31-point game with 1:19 left in the first half. 3 ball off the mark, rebounded by Williams. To Law, to the basket, layup, bang! And the foul! Dante Law doing it again. He has taken over this second quarter. While the Wolves continue to dominate, he'll shoot a foul shot, make this a 3-point play. 65-32. Wolves on top. 1:05 left first half. And he gets it to go. 66-32. Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I'm seeing here from the Wolves. It is just absolute domination. We have yet to, again, I've said it before, we've yet to see a performance like this from the Wolves here all season long. And that layup there for Morissette is good. And here come the Wolves now. Final minute, first half. Law to Parker. Parker, deep 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Morissette in transition. There's Gilmore. His shot can't get in. Rebounded, and Morissette can't get it to go. So the Martens continuing to struggle here in the first half. Parker, Lou almost loses it there. Gets it out to Williams, who almost got it stolen from him. And a 3 ball for Carlson. Gets it to go. There he is. Taylor Carlson for 3. His first of the game. 15 seconds left first half, and a whistle. And a travel on the Martens. Nothing has gone Bennington's way here in the first half. Obviously down 35 points with 12 seconds left in the first half. So let's see, Green is going to go for the final shot here in the first half. As you hear the final countdown here from the Wolves. 3, no good. And that is the end of the first half. The Wolves lead 69-34. We'll be right back for our halftime report. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. We welcome you back inside the broadcast with everybody. I'm Stephen Earl. What a dominant performance by the Wolves there in that second quarter. What a dominant performance by the Wolves in that first half alone. Corey Green scoring 9 points in the first quarter, 3 for 4 from 3, and has 11 total points. Dante Law getting it done again with the dunks. And the Wolves lead 69-34 over the Bennington Martens in their first of back-to-back matchups with the Martens. So just look forward to the second half coming up right now. Start of the second half, everybody. Welcome back. We actually have a score correction. The score is not 69-34. It's 67-34. By the way, and there's 3. Number 3, no good. We'll get his name in a moment. Stephen, our broadcasting again from the Mass Wolves. 2022 home finale for the Wolves here at the Andre McCord Recreation Center. New Bedford, Massachusetts. That 3 by Tobias Holmes. First time calling his name time for Bennington. His shot was no good. So the score is actually 67-34 in the second half. But again, what a second quarter by the Wolves. Absolutely dominating that second quarter. They have scored 6-7 points here in the first half. Scored 100 points for the first time last week. And their win against the New Hampshire Kings. Ball goes out of bounds. Remains with the Martens. And Gilmore inside of Riles. Riles had himself a decent first half for what it was from Bennington. Free ball. No good. Second shot missed by Holmes. Three ball for the Wolves. Bang! Dante Law for three. 70-34. Biggest lead now is 36 points. Inside to Gilmore. Inside to Riles. His shot up and no good. Rebound by Struthers. And same story, different half here so far for these two teams. Wolves continue to dominate. Martens can't get a shot off. Law. Three. No good. Rebounded by Riles. Get out to Holmes. Goes inside to Gilmore. Gilmore to the basket. Gets it to go. Again, these two teams will meet once again next week as the Wolves finish 2022 in Bennington, Vermont against these same Martens. Looking to finish with a 3-3 record to finish the calendar year and go into 2023 with a chance to be over 500 for the first time ever. On January 8th when they take on the Bridgeport Kings at the Wolves Den in Pembroke, Massachusetts. A foul on the Wolves. Blows back over to the Martens. Holmes has it outside. Riles for three. Bang! That might be the first three we've seen today for the Martens. I'm not sure. Whoa. The turnover. Uh-oh, here come the Martens now. Look at this. 31-point game. Martens. Another three for Riles. Can't get it to go, though. Rebounded by Parker. I'm about to say Martens might be making a little comeback here, down by 31 points. Then they missed that three. And the ball looks like out of bounds. Again, we can't see right below us. Unfortunately, that's how the way this arena is set up. We do get nice angles, though. We've seen a couple of great angles here thus far. Tavares for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Gilmore. Gilmore, his shot no good, but foul. John Gilmore, the Wolves saying that Gilmore tripped. Ref's not buying it. So Gilmore's going to shoot two. Score now 70-39 with 9:15 left here in the third. First shot up, no good. Charlotte's asking who the foul is on. The ref's certainly trying to line up. Now the buzzer goes off. Charlotte's now coming out. Aaron Williams stepping in. Struthers arguing with the ref. Tell him to get on the same page. And shot no good by Law. Rebounded by. Was out of bounds. Goes out of bounds on the Wolves. Go back over to Bennington. Oh, excuse me. Out on Bennington. Go back over to the Wolves. Yeah, we switch halves here. We switch sides of the court. And there's Mitchell to Law. Out of Tavares. Tavares to Parker. Let's get the camera where it's supposed to be. Sorry about that, folks. Tavares. Back out to Parker. It looked like he must have lost it. Parker for three. Just short. Rebounded by Martens. Still 70-39. Still your score. See a lot of highlights from that second quarter here at the end of the game. And a foul. So a three-point play coming here for John Riles. And the Wolves call timeout, up by 29 now. 8:41 left third quarter. We'll be right back. Watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. So I did the math while we went away for a moment. The Martens are actually on a 7-3 run. And it remains that way as that shot by Riles is no good. So a 7-3 run for Bennington. Law, wide open basket, good and a foul. So Martens have a little something going up for them.
He goes to the line for one.
Now score back up to a 31-point lead for the Wolves. Law going for a 3-point play here. Shot is up and good. Scored a 73-41 in favor of the Wolves. Looking to go to 2-3 on the year and finish the year 3-3 after next week's game against Bennington. Bennington looking back to 500. They're currently 4-5 on the year. And whistles. 8.5 left third quarter. 73-41. Mass Wolves lead the Bennington Martens, and that ball goes out of bounds. This goes out of bounds on Bennington. Go back over to the Wolves. Here's Charles Mitchell with the ball for the Wolves. And Mitchell loses it, gets it back. Out to Parker. Parker back out to Dante Law. Law, three, bang! Nothing but net for Dante Law, and it is a 35-point game once again. Inside of the basket, great job there by number 0. Get your name. That is Juwan Malone in that basket for Bennington. Inside, oh, and Williams lost it. And a foul. Media timeout, that's us. So here, we'll be right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Completely random, I was just singing Rebirthing by Skillet. A song I used to skip on my Spotify playlist. Now I just love it so much. Rebounded. We'll get back to the game here. 76-43, Mass Wolves lead the Bennington Martens. Stephen, our broadcast this game for the Wolves here at the Andre McCoy Recreation Center. And trying to foul. What a job there for Charles Mitchell. He's going to go for a 3-point play. 7.5 left in the third quarter. 78-43. Again, the most dominant quarter we've seen here for the Wolves thus far came in the second quarter. And Corey Green again took over the first quarter, 9 points, 4 from 3.9, 11 still not scored in quite a while. And a shot there, well, nice, there you go. That's how you get it done. Malone for 2. Clock is stopped with 7.5 left, so there's a 3 for Mitchell, no good, rebounded. Clock still stopped. Has not started yet, but we're continuing play here. So 3 there for Tobias, can't get it to go. And a whistle. Foul on, looks like I said, Anthony Parker, number 2. And now the clock is starting to run back. So back in it. A couple seconds lost there. Or gained, I would say. And foul on Tavares. And now a little physical. Tavares getting a little physical. And now he's called for a foul. It's going to be a technical on Tavares. Getting a little physical there, not with Juwan Malone. And Jules Tavares has been ejected. Now he's pushing his own teammates. He's arguing with the referees. Jules Tavares has been ejected from this game. Wow, that's going to be a loss there for the Wolves. But in for the first time, we're seeing Savon Houston come in. He had a big game last week against the Kings. So the first time he'll be seeing action with 7:18 left here in the third quarter. And Wolves lead 77-45. Jules Tavares' day is done. And he'll sit away from his teammates. So we get away from him. Back over to the action here. So he was tangled in with Malone, but it's John Riles who's shooting the foul shots for him. And another foul shot gets it to go. So 3 for 3. For John Riles, makes it a 77-49 game now with 7:18 left here in the first half. Now Riles takes his 2-point shot, can't get it to go, rebounded. Here comes Law. Law loses it, looks like he might hurt his hand there. And that one looks like Williams tipped it. Martens get it back. 3 ball, in and out, and the rebound, oh, missed! And now blocked, there he is, there's Houston with the block. The ball goes out of bounds on Houston, he gets the block though. And here's the Martens, excuse me. Deep, corner 3, no good. Martens have struggled from the 3-point line. They've struggled all game, but they've really struggled from 3 here in this one. Here's Law out to Parker. And looks like Williams has it, and it is Williams for the Wolves. Again, we have a little trouble seeing out from that end here. And Williams steps out of bounds. Ball goes back over to Bennington. Six and a half left here, third quarter. 28-point game. And a turnover, ball hits. Looks like the ball went out of bounds on Law, hit him in the knees, and that's what they're calling. So Holmes will get it inbound for Bennington. Inside, oh, almost falling there. And the shot looks like it was blocked, rebounded. Another shot, here's Houston in the inside. Big man here for the Wolves getting a couple blocks. Charles Mitchell, that is. Bennington has an Earl Mitchell. Houston inside. No shot. Travel call on Houston. It's the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Still a 28-point game. And 35, spinning away. Deep 3, no good. No shot clock violation there. Layup is good for Riles. Number 35, by the way, is Devontae White. He's on the Wolves now. 77-51. 3 ball off the mark and taken away by Riles. Here come the Martens. There's Holmes. Holmes almost lost it, gets it back. And that's a 2-point shot. Can't get it to go, but rebounded by the Martens. 3 ball, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Back over to the Wolves. And the refs calling for no subs. They had a couple of Wolves coming in, but the refs are waving off, telling them no subs as of right now. I can make the terrible joke, and I will. They don't want no subs. If you don't get it, you're too young. For those that know, shout out to TLC. And Savon Houston loses it. In transition, blocks! What a play there for Aaron Williams, getting the block. Law to the basket, gets it to go on the other side. And there's another dominant play there for the Wolves. Williams with the block. Law with the basket. Riles, offensive foul. I see charges right into Charles Mitchell. 4:19 left, third quarter, 79-51, still a 28-point game. And wanting refs, calling for subs. The other one telling him no subs in the backcourt. Law shot off the mark, and it looked like Aaron Williams got away with the foul there. He hit Riles in the face. Riles now for three, can't get it to go, and the Martens have one successful three-point shot here in this game. Ball out of bounds. Now subs coming. That's two times hearing no subs. They finally get the subs coming. Corey Green, yes, coming in. Aaron Williams stepping out. Jimmy Fritzen also comes into the game. Shot there is good for Bennington. There is DeMonte White. And here's Fritzen. Out to Green, who has had a great game. Not scored in a while, but he had a great first quarter anyway. Mitchell outside. Three. Bang! Jimmy Fritzen for three. 82-53. 3.5 left third quarter. And a three for the Martens. No good. So that's been the story of the game here for Bennington. They can't shoot the three. Fritzen inside of the basket. And good. Shot there by Samuel Houston. His first points of the game. 3:05 left here in the third. It's a 31-point game. Three ball. What a play there for Tobias Holmes. Fooling Dante Law, gaining the three. The second three of the night for Bennington. And a turnover. Here come the Martens again. Riles. Layup is good. 84-58. A 26-point game. 2.5 left here, third quarter. Martens playing aggressive defense a little more. Green, though, inside of the basket. He gets it to go. What a shot there by Corey Green. 13 points for Corey Green here in this game. His first 2 points of the second half. 9-point first quarter. Three ball. What a three. Tobias Holmes. Once again, a deep three there. 86-61. Law. Foul. The foul is called. Let's say number 13. Let's see if there's number 13 out there. There is number 13. That is Tyrone Jenkins. All right. There you go. So here's Law with the inbound. Sorry about the camera, ladies and gentlemen. Tripping over myself here. Reached the 2-minute mark here, third quarter. 86-61, and now, that's a shot that probably should have went in. But rebound. Here's Green. Green inside of the basket. Got to go for it. Makes a shot and blocked. Rebound by Houston, the big man. His shot is blocked. And there's that aggressive defense again coming out of the shell by the Martens. A little more aggressive defense anyway. Minute and a half left. So that 25-point game. Layup there by Holmes. Oh, no, that's not Holmes. That's number 13. There's Jenkins. Made it a 23-point game. To Fritzen. Law, three, bang! Dante Law having a much better game from three than he did last week. And the Wolves up by 26 here in the final minute of the third quarter. And you see here at Coach Adam Blake, talk. That's been the story for the Wolves. He asked them to communicate. They have done that very well here today. But still, they need to do that on every possession. And whistle. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 42 seconds left. 89-65. Wolves lead here in the third. We're right back. You're watching a presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 42 seconds left, third quarter. Wolves lead 89-65 over the Bennington Martens. Look for the second consecutive win. Second win ever. Franchise history. Law, another three. Bang! And Dante Law is dominating in this game, especially from the three-point line, but also inside the basket. And here inside, shot blocked by Houston. Fritzen has it for the Wolves. Back out to Green. Can't see who has it. That's a three, though. No good. That was Mitchell going for three. Can't get it to go. And another turnover. Mitchell to the basket. Layup is good. Almost went for the dunk there. No point. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the third quarter. 94-65. The Wolves looking like they're well on their way to their second win of the season. We'll be right back for the fourth and final quarter. We're watching a presentation of Mavs Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. Start of the fourth quarter, the Wolves lead 94-65 over the Bennington Martens. Stephen Arbrock has this game here for the Wolves on the I.J. McCoy Recreation Center in New Bedford, Massachusetts. The final home game for the Wolves here in 2022. Next home game, January 8th, 2023, at the Wolves Inn in Pembroke, Massachusetts. They take on the Bridgeport Kings. And a layup there, no good. Rebounded. Here comes Houston with the ball. Gets it out to Mitchell. And a three ball. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Martens. Holmes out to Riles. Riles going inside. Shot. No good. Rebounded by Houston. Green called for a foul there. Now a foul is called. So Jimmy Fritzen. Shot and a foul. He'll go for a three-point play here. Wolves have 98 points. So there we go. They're going to score, barring any catastrophic meltdown here. The Wolves are going to score 100 points here in this game. The second consecutive game they've done just that. And again, barring any catastrophic meltdown, they're going to score more than 108 points, which is going to be a new season high for them. And inside, Riles gets it to go. Good job there by John Riles, he has been the heart of the Martens here today, despite this game not going the way they had hoped. And the ref says ball goes out on Fritzen. So that's a call. Ball goes out of bounds on Fritzen, they call. So ball goes back over to Bennington. 10:57 left in this game. You can see on the right side of your screen, 98-66. There's been talked about all week of what a big game this is for the Wolves. And that shot blocked there by Houston. Big game here today for the Wolves as they look to go to 500 to end the calendar year would be big for them heading into 2023 as they look to bounce back there from. Oh, and a big dunk there for Tobias Holmes. Oh, pardon me, that's actually Gilmore with the dunk. Wolves started the season 0-3. Three ball, no good. They're looking to finish 3-3 heading into 2023 and get back in the Northeast Division and potentially have a shot at the playoffs come March. Playoffs begin March 11th, 2023 here in the American Basketball Association. The Final Four for the New England Division is March 18th and 19th. Three, off the mark. Rebounded. Here's Riles for the Martens out to number 35. Three ball. That's an air ball. It goes out of bounds and goes back up to the Wolves. Speaking of the Northeast Division, obviously the number one team in the country is the defending champion, Steel City Yellow Jackets. Number right behind them, number 5-6 around there. The Bennington Bulldogs, who are 5-0. The Herkimer Originals were number 3 at one point. They've fallen off a rock. I don't know what's going on with them. The 4-1-3 Elite, number 7, going in their game last night against the Providence Pirates. They came out with the victory, 105-89. So they'll move up in the rankings. Turnover, Green layup, good. And a smile for Corey Green as they have a 102-70 lead now. To the basket, no good, but a foul. So Anthony Mitchell going to go to the line, shoot 2. 9:02 left here in this game. Off camera, Corey Green continues to call for fouls. Talking to someone that knows about refereeing, they said that, or I was sitting on the bench during halftime, I was talking to somebody, and they were telling me how Green said he had refed with one of these referees before. And that's why he knew what the calls were, and now Green steps out, Aaron Strother steps in. He was a preseason favorite. He didn't play the first game, played the second game in their loss against Providence. 199 back on November 5th. Was not there last week for their win against New Hampshire, but he's going to be here for what we assume is going to be a victory here for the Wolves, their second consecutive second ever. We'll have to see about that. Wait for that. Ball inside to Houston. Houston to the basket. Layup is good. And we were talking about last week against the New Hampshire Kings. Down not just once, but twice. As the three-pointer for Holmes is no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Down 13 not once, but twice against the Kings. Same on Houston, made the basket, gave him the lead. That ultimately ended the game for the Kings. As again, the Wolves went out to win 108-96. Turnover here, Riles in transition to the basket. Oh, can't get the dunk to go, and a foul. 8:23 left, 104-74. Again, these two teams will meet next week, December 18th, next Sunday, the last Sunday before Christmas, in Bennington, Vermont. So it will be a revenge game for these Martens, as they'll fall to 4-6 after this one, barring any catastrophic meltdown here by the Wolves. Shot up, shot good for Riles, his first foul shot. And now subs. Taylor Carlson comes in for Charles Mitchell. Carlson only has 3 points here in this game, but the team has done well enough where he doesn't need to run the show. Laws run the show along with Corey Green here today. And it is a team sport after all, as all sports usually are, except for tennis, unless you're in a doubles match. But anyway, that's about to digress. 104-75, 8:14 left here in this one. Final home game for the Wolves in 2022. Alley-oop, and the layup is good. For Riles, again, Riles has been the heart of the team for the Martens here today. He has done an excellent job. Tobias Holmes has a couple threes here in the third, and the ball goes into the arms of head coach Sean Pratt for the Martens. 7:53 left, 104-77. It's at the Holmes now. Holmes has 6 points, has at least 2 threes, so at least 6 points in this one. The layup gets it to go. Great job there by Tobias Holmes, who's had a nice second half here. He has 8 points. Here's Law inside to Houston. Houston. And foul on Anthony Mitchell. Immediate timeout, so we'll take it with them. 104-80, 7:32 left in this one. We'll be right back. Watch the presentation of Mass Wolves basketball right here on YouTube. 104-80, 7:32 left here in this one, and a layup by Struthers on the inbound is good. 106-80. These two teams did not play against one another in 2023, so these two games here are crucial, and a rebound no good. And Law to Fritzen, 3, bang! Another 3 for Jimmy Fritzen, and it's a 39-point game. 29-point game, excuse me, I got my math wrong. And points in the foul there for Jawan Malone. So he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play. 109-82, it is a 27-point game. And wow. That's all I can say about that. What was that? That was pretty bad. And once again, Russ calling for no subs. I can make the joke again, but you already heard it. If you didn't, well, sorry. It was a bad joke. It was a dad joke. A bad joke. Dad joke. Anyway, Fritzen, deep 3. Air ball. Oh, actually, it might have been. Look, it actually could have been a pass to Houston, who gets it to go. 3 ball. No good. We're going to whistle a foul. Looks like the foul might have been on Carlson because Anthony Mitchell, we have 2 Mitchells here tonight. Anthony Mitchell's going to shoot 3 foul shots. and a whistle. Let's get together, bottom of your screen. Again, my name is Stephen R. I want to thank you all for joining us here on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're all over the place here at Mass Wolves. We'll get the final statistics for 2022 after next week's 2022 finale. Have a couple double-header weekends coming up for the Wolves. January 28th and 29th, we have games back-to-back. February 25th, 26th, back-to-back. March 5th and 4th and 5th, back-to-back. There's a 3, knocks it down. There's Riles again. March 4th to 5th, back-to-backs, and then ending the season on back-to-backs. Oh, actually, that's it. March 4th to 5th, back-to-backs, ending the season. Inside, loses it, turnover. A layup by Houston gets it to go. From half court, no way. I didn't mean no way, like, doesn't know he was going to make that. No way, he just shot that. I-59 left here in this one, 1385. And a 3 for Holmes, bang! And what a game here for Tobias Holmes. He has 11 points now here in the second half. He has taken over. We'll have to watch out how he does next week when these two teams meet again in Bennington, Vermont. And a 3 for Savon Houston. How about that? Savon Houston says, what you could do, I could do better. Again from half court. This one is good. Oh my goodness. Tobias Holmes, 14 points in the second half. 116-91. Dare I say it is not over yet. Houston. And foul on Houston. A charge. 5:11 here, left here in this one. 116-91 is your score. 25-point game. A deep 3 here. That one off the side of the rim. And it over rebounded. Mason almost lost it. Ray up. Good and a foul. Now under 5 minutes left here in this one. 116-91. So I guess there wasn't a basket, but there is a foul, so. Riles will shoot 2 if he makes his first one. Second shot up, and he gets it to go. 2 for 2 from the foul line for John Riles. Two-headed monster, John Riles. And Tobias Holmes here in the second half for the Bennett Martens. Parker for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Houston, who gets the layup and gets it to go. They draw there by Savon Houston getting the rebound and the points. And Holmes out and 3 ball. Oh wow, that one went in and out for Riles. Parker to Fritzen. Fritzen to Carlson. Carlson for 3, no good. He only has 3 points in this game, but again, team effort. They didn't need him to have this game of his career. Another deep 3 for Holmes is no good, and a deep pass here to Parker. Parker inside, and he's fouled. And now some trash talk between Savon Houston and Tobias Holmes. And trash talk between these two here at the bottom of your screen. Refs giving him warnings to stop the trash talk. Holmes was telling Houston that the Wolves suck. He's talking more trash. And he's just told him to check the scoreboard. 27-point game. Riles for 3, knocks it down. And trash talk ensuing here. To save on Houston at Tobias Holmes. Just can only hope that nothing gets physical here tonight. Oh, and Carlson, Fritzen. Thank God that wall has protective padding because Fritzen looked like he hit his head. Holmes continuing to talk trash. I mean, first foul shot by Fritzen up and good. 3:40 left. 120-96. 121-96. There you go. How about that? Shout out to the clock operator for keeping us updated on the score here. And 2 for 2 from the foul line goes Jimmy Fritzen. After it looked like, again, he hit his face on the protective padding. Thank God for protective padding. Otherwise, that could have been a lot worse. And now turnover Houston to Fritzen. Most going to chew up clock at this point. They're already going out with a victory here. Parker, his shot, knocks it down. What a shot there for Anthony Parker. One of the early leaders of this team. He has done well all season long. But he really emerged in that Bennington game and also against Providence. Not much since then, but he is still one of the top players here on the team. Gotta give him a lot of credit for what he's done. Fritzen now. Carlson for 3, and he's still struggling. Something he doesn't really do from the three-point line is struggle, but he has made just 1 3 all game long, and a layup there for Lot Riles gets it to go. 2:42 left, 124-98. Strawberries out to Fritzen. 2.5 left. Wolves on their way to win number 2. Parker, no good, rebounded. Here come the Martens. Here's Riles, guarded by Fritzen. Riles to the basket, no good, rebounded by Fritzen. Whistle. And subs now being called in. 2:05 left, 124-98. So Fritzen comes out as well as does save on Houston. And now we're going to go over here to the other side. And in comes for the first time tonight, number 28, Christian Higgins. We have not heard much of his name all season long. We're finally getting to hear a little bit about him. We heard a little bit about him in the first game against Bennington, but not much. Simon Thomas also back in there. What a shot there by Carlson. Can't get it to go though. Rebounded by the Martens. 149 left and counting. Heath Mason with the ball. 3 ball off the mark. And Carlson go for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Back over to the Wolves. 139 left in this one. And a steal here by Mason. Inside, and a layup is good for Gilmore. Mitchell. Anthony Mitchell with the layup. There's Struthers coming back in for the Wolves. 1.5 left now. So Thomas for 3, and that one's short. Rebounded by Gilmore. Here's Gilmore. Here's Gilmore, number 1 for the Martens outside. 3 ball. Bang, bang, bang. And that is a 3 for number 2. There is Tyjon Gilmore. And here we are, final minute in this one. The Wolves headed to win number 2. They go to 2-3 on the year. The Martens will fall to 4-6. So next week's game, not only a revenge game for the Martens, we might see some. It's a revenge game for the Martens. Well, yeah, it's a revenge game for the Martens. Also, a chance for the Wolves as that offensive foul. Chance for the Wolves to go to 500 to finish 2022. So next week's game, another big one for these Wolves against these same Martens out in Bennington, Vermont. As Morissette outside to Gilmore. Gilmore. And a 3-ball for Mitchell. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Mason. Mason gets to the basket. He can't get it to go. And now here come the Wolves. And then a steal. 3 for Riles. Gets it to go. And now the Wolves can run out the clock. Big game. Big victory for the Wolves. Second consecutive victory for the Wolves. And to end it, it's Struthers who can't make it go, but that's it. Final score, 124-108 for the Mass Wolves, for the Bennington Martens, for the American Basketball Association. I'm Stephen Erd. Thank you all for watching, and good night from New Bedford, Massachusetts.